Have you encountered this problem when you create track automation in Ableton and you create these nice curves to fade in a track or fade out a track, and then later on you think like, oh, the track is actually too loud in volume. I want to lower the volume all the way down, or a little bit down, but for the entire track. When you do that, the automation line that is normally red becomes gray, and you sort of override the automation lane. So then you have to write the automation lane again. And if you have very complex automation lanes or a lot of automation happening in different parts of the track, it's going to cost you a lot of time to do this. And then on top of that, I'm using a MIDI controller to control the volume of my track. So I want to be able to have volume automation that I can draw in, but at the same time, I want to balance the volume of the different tracks while I'm composing. I want to do the mixing already. In this video, I'll show you how I separate track automation and the track volume in Ableton by using the utility device. So let's go to Ableton and I'll show you how I do this. So I loaded up this track that I'm working on, and here on track 2 it's a synthesizer chopped up, a synthesizer sample that I chopped up. And for this part of the track it says build slow back, so I want to slowly fade in the synthesizer, and it sounds like this. So that's the track in separation. Now, if I play the whole track, you can hear it coming back. It only happens in this part of the track. So as you can see, if you look at this automation lane where my cursor is, it's only here that it goes from -infinite to back to 0, and then it stays like that. And as you can see, the automation lane is actually not the volume of the track. So I can still change the volume of the entire track, either here or with my fader, my MIDI fader. But if you look what this automation lane is actually automating, it's the utility, and it's the gain of the utility. So if you go here into audio effects, utilities, there is this utility device. That's the one I've used here, and there's a gain, and the gain goes from -infinite to +35 dB. And in this way, I can create complex automation curves in different parts of the track and still have the main volume here not automated. In this same track, there is on track 14, there's another use case. So here in the end, I have this percussive sample. And it's actually not a delay, it's just a repetition of one percussive hit. And there's automation of the filter, so there's a high pass filter that the frequency increases. But as you can see, there's also the automation of the gain that goes down to 0. So there's a fade out basically of the track. And as you can see, it's not the volume of the track that's automated, it's just the gain of the utility. Of course, you can say you can also do it the other way around. You automate always the track volume, and then you have the gain in the utility to pull back the volume of the entire track to fit it more in the mix. The only thing is that if you use a MIDI controller like I do with the faders, then it doesn't work, because then if you would move the faders of the MIDI controller, you will still move the track volume. This is an easy fix to separate the two, that if you want to have long fades and certain automation that you just want to draw in versus balancing the mix, you can easily do it. Let me know if you have encountered this problem, how you deal with it. If there's maybe another way to do it, let me know in the comments, and see you in the next one.